I've always felt that there was a God, but didn't entirely understand my relationship with Him or the blessings that were available for me. As a child, I went to church, but was really just going through the motions. I felt spiritually alone most of the time and carried that to my adulthood. As an adult, I adapted to what I believed worked for me. I told myself that I was just an independent person, but that was really a disguise for loneliness and a void in my soul. I created many experiences for myself to try and fill the void, but nothing worked. You know that old saying that insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result? That was basically my life mantra. A few years ago, my sister Karen and my brother-in-law Ricky moved to Florida from Columbus, Ohio. Ricky had ALS, and he and Karen felt the weather in Florida would be more comfortable for Rick as his disease progressed. Ricky and Karen are believers in the Lord and have always encouraged a relationship with Jesus. They found a church in Florida based on the recommendation of their Ohio pastor, invited my husband and I to come along. That church was Family Church. From the moment I walked into the building, I felt the presence of Christ and was amazed by the encouragement of the people here. It all came together on Easter this year when I became a believer in the miracle of Jesus and the offer of a personal relationship with Him. I realized the void in my life was that the Lord wasn't part of it. My journey's just started, and I'm encouraged by what the Bible teaches. I'm amazed that this book has all the answers to life. I got baptized recently and believe this step has given me an intimacy with God that I have never before experienced. I am so grateful for Karen and Ricky and their encouragement to become a believer. They ended up moving back to Ohio after 10 months. Their work in Florida was done. Ricky has recently passed away from ALS, but he died knowing that God took something terrible and turned it for good. His pastor put it this way.
Now I wonder if Ricky ever sits there during the day and thinks, God, how in the world are you going to use this? Because God, you promise that the worst things in our lives, that you're going to use them to glorify yourself and honor yourself. And I just wonder if Ricky ever thinks about that. And I wonder what Ricky thought whenever he looked at that picture. Because if Ricky doesn't have the disease that he has, he and Karen don't move to Florida. And if they don't move to Florida, Chris and Katie don't start going to Family Church with them, and their eternity is forever shaped differently.
Unfortunately, Ricky had ALS, but it's because of his disease that I heard about Family Church. And it's because of Family Church that I have the relationship with God that I have been searching for my whole life.